Williams. I was thinking about it when I walked into our studio today, where it is decorated for the holidays. And what I thought was that when you think about the holidays and how they make you feel, it makes you feel like the kid you were when you first discovered the magic of what the holiday season is all about. Well, welcome. And our today's special value is probably the focal point of the magic that is the holiday season for so many of us. And that's the Christmas tree. And we've got one that is bigger and brighter. And how many of these, Aaron, who's our producer, is telling me since midnight, over 4,000 orders for our today's special value have been placed. So, Jeff, I'm gonna pop right over here because I'm gonna start with just how easy it is if you're thinking it's time for a new tree, or I'd love a tree that just looks and feels magical because it's bursting with light and also has gorgeous, gorgeous lifelike greenery, then that is the today's special value for you. So the easy thing to do is simply decide which tree you love best and which size you want. So we have three options. What you're going to start with is which tree do you want? And by that I mean style or color. So we have green, and that's your classic green, that rich forest green, and bursting with light no matter which size you're choosing. So this is the green choice. If you want the tree that looks like you just brought it in after a fresh fallen snow, then we have the tree for you in a flocked option. That's the flocked choice, which we have in all of the sizes. And then if you want that truly high-end look of a blue spruce pine, we have blue spruce for you as well, and truly gives you that authentic look. Now, once you've decided green, flocked, or blue spruce, then you're going to let us know what size. So we have a 5-foot tree, which by the way has 700 lights on it. We have a 7-foot tree, which has 1,750 lights on it. We have an 8.5-foot tree, which has 3,000 lights on it. And let me just stand back here and give you this number. Fewer than 400 left, because for the first time we've done an 11-foot tree. Fewer than 400 to go around. The 11-foot tree has 3,850 lights. So as you look at them with the lights up and decide green, flocked, or blue spruce, and as we bring the lights back down, and you realize when I say anywhere from 700 to over 3,800 lights, it's the magic that makes the holidays special. It's the centerpiece of our holiday decoration. And our today's special value is your Christmas tree with more lights, bigger and brighter, and by the way, 20 different light functions, whether you love clear, multicolor, pastel, whether you love sparkle or steady, and all with that today's special value price and 5 easy monthly payments. Here's how it's going to work out. For your 5-foot tree, $399. That's a $79.80 easy pay. Your 7-foot tree, $599. That 7-foot tree would be $900 if you were shopping for something comparable elsewhere. $119.80 for your 7-foot tree. Your 8.5-foot tree is going to be $799. It would be a $1,200 tree anywhere else. It's going to be $159 with your easy pay, and your 11-foot tree is $1,299. It would be $1,800 if you were shopping for a comparable look anywhere else. $259.80 is what the easy pay is to get the 11-foot tree on its way to you. So, green, flocked, blue spruce, 7-foot, 5-foot, 8.5-foot, or 11-foot. But you want to make sure you have it, because with 4,000 of these gone, it is already popular today. So let me bring in Michelle Stretch. Michelle is our brand expert with Bethlehem Lights, because this today's special value comes from Bethlehem Lights. It's good to see you.
It's nice to see you. I feel like I'm walking through a forest of trees.
It's like the magical forest, because there are so many lights on each and every one of these trees. And so let's kind of start at the beginning, because that's what Bethlehem Lights has done. They've taken the Christmas tree that we've loved from the brand for its quality, for the construction, for the ease of use, use and giving us even more of the things we love.
You know what? I know. And we've been here for 23 years, Leah. And we brought a tree that very first year. And I thought that was a great tree too. But this is our best. And we listen to customer feedback too as well. So a lot of these things we know that everybody wants in this tree. So we make it better every year. The most lights that we've had on any tree. The most gorgeous profile that we start out with. So it looks like a fresh cut from the farm tree. Just gorgeous. We give you that remote with all kinds of different lighting functions. They are LED lights, so low power consuming, Leah. And nice technology behind it, because not only do we want a good looking, beautiful tree with lots of lights, but we want to make sure that you can set it up easily too. And we give you a storage bag this time as well.
Love that. Everything you want, they listened, and now they're delivering. All right, so let's kind of walk everyone through, because you talked about, first of all, the lifelike lush tree itself, and then all the lights that are on it, but I've got a lot of functions with those lights.
You know what? And all of those functions, you can use our foot pedal if you want to just turn it on and off, but we also give you a remote too with all kinds of different functions on it as well.
Okay.
There's a little handle on this, so if you're afraid of losing that remote, don't worry about it. Just hang this on the back of your tree. So there's 20 different things you can do on there. There's a timer function as well. What I have on the trees right now, Leah, is sparkle on the multicolor lights, 5 jewel tones there. So all kinds of fun you can have. You can fade, you can color flip with the trees, and there's also a light show button, which is kind of a surprise. When you put it on light show, it's going to cycle through a lot of these other things as well. And maybe I'll just put that on for a second. So,
we love it.
Yeah, all kinds of things you can do with this. So easy, just point and it changes every tree everywhere.
So here's what we're going to do in the next 60 minutes. We're going to share holiday memories, but we want to hear from you. We heard earlier from Benethia, who was calling to tell us that she saw it and she said, that's my tree. And she and her grandson are looking forward to having this beautiful tree and all the magical light features. But let me know, which color did you choose? What's your favorite light feature? We want to hear from you. So 1-800-395-1601. And again, Michelle is our expert. She's going to walk you through all the things that you will need and want to know as you're making your decision. But I will tell you, it starts with Bethlehem Lights. The quality that you are getting from this brand that has been doing this for over 20 years here at QVC and continuing to innovate and make your tree even better is the reason maybe it's time to upgrade.
Yes.
Maybe you're getting a second tree, or maybe you're taking that old tree and that now becomes the second tree and this becomes the star of the show. And with an 11-foot option for, you know, if you've got the grand foyer or just the high ceiling, how incredible, because that tree is absolutely magnificent.
Stunning. And as you mentioned, over 3,800 lights on there. So they're these beautiful little 3mm lights, Leah, and within each bulb we put a white colored light, and then we put a multicolored light.
Okay.
So that gives you that gorgeous brightness and clarity no matter what you have that on. I'm going to switch that.
Look at that.
And then, thank you so much. And then when both lights kind of fire on at the same time, you have a pastel option as well. So that's really soft and really pretty.
Can I just we just spent 60 minutes with Jenny Garth and Tori Spelling for the BFF collection. And a lot of their beautiful decor was done in pinks and greens.
Yes.
Can you imagine if you got any of those things and you've got your Today Special Value coming, you're now going to be able to set your tree to the pastels, and that'll be so pretty. I'd love to do this. I'd love to welcome in Karen, and then we're going to continue our tour. Karen, hi. It's
Karen.
Leah, and I'm here with Michelle. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you today?
Wonderful. Merry Christmas in July.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, I could hardly wait.
Oh, tell us.
I got the green in the 5-foot.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Let's walk over to your tree. So tell me, Karen, what made you decide this was the tree for you?
Well, I'm getting older. I'm 81 now, but I still like to decorate every room in the house, and I just needed to downsize a little bit, and I saw the 5-foot, and I thought that's just about right for me. So hopefully I'm going to be able to handle it, and it's going to be beautiful in my living room.
Well, Michelle, I mean, I think she's Karen, while you may be downsizing maybe in the scale of your tree, you're not downsizing in the beauty of your tree, but this is going to be pretty easy for her, isn't it?
I wanted to mention too, Karen, in that 5-foot tree, the heaviest section is only 6 pounds.
Okay.
So that,
I should be able to handle that.
I think so. I think that would be nice. So you'll be able to easily put that up yourself.
I hope so. I hope so.
Now, Karen, can I ask you, is your preference typically clear lights or multicolored lights? Do you have a favorite?
I like the multicolor.
Oh.
Okay, well, you press a button. So if they're on clear, you can press that button and you can have multicolored lights that sparkle and do all kinds of things.
Yes, I'm really anxious to get it. So.
Oh,
Well, I'm thrilled that you called. It was so nice to have a chance to say hello to you.
And it was nice to talk to you, and you have a happy holiday.
Oh, you do the same. Thank you,
You as
Karen.
well.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye now. By the way, 200 gone just in this presentation. And that means, because when we started, I think over 3,000 orders had been placed today. Is that what I said? Oh, 4,000. And here's what I love. Karen said she's downsizing.
Yes.
And for a lot of you, maybe that's you're downsizing. We've heard from others who said, we've moved into our new home. And so now we've got the grand foyer that we've always wanted. We've got the tall ceilings. I now can fit an 8.5-foot tree in my family room or living room. And so we've got something for everyone. Michelle, we're seeing some of the features here. Talk to us about that.
So this is all that technology behind there. You saw that there was a stand that we give you with a self-leveling eye bolt. There's ready shape technology in each one of these. So you pull it out of the box, Leah, and it fluffs into place. It is that medium profile silhouette, which is just perfect. I feel like you're not going to be moving furniture to put this tree up in your home. This is what I talked about earlier, 3 millimeter bulbs in each one. The remote control is easy to use as well. You'll see each button identified on there. There's that metal tree topper, which is important. We didn't always do that on our trees. And the 10-foot power cord, you'll have about 5 feet to that foot pedal and then 5 feet to the tree. So if you wanted to just tap that on and off, you could do that. And by the way, when you do turn this off, or if you do use the timer function, it will come on to whatever you had it last. So if I had it on multicolor lights, I turn off the tree. When they go back on, it's back onto the multicolor lights, which is a nice feature.
I love it. Can we cycle through some, because I love that Karen said her preference is multicolor. Maybe your preference is clear. Maybe someone else's preference is steady. The beauty is there are 20 different light functions. So how about we go through?
Okay, so this is, you see this sparkling, this is our favorite.
Oh,
We
I
like to
love
just put it on
that.
sparkle. This is like, I feel like it's snow falling under a lamp
I know,
light.
or fairies, like all around, like, it's just like it does. It feels magical.
Or when you look at the stars and you
Starry
see them
sky.
coming in and out like that, it's like, how's that doing that? And you could do this on the multicolor lights as well.
And here's what's interesting is we're looking, and I love those shots, Jeff, that you can really see. That the lights go all the way in, that it's lush all the way into the tree. When they're pretty like this and you don't have a single ornament on them, you know you're getting a really, really good tree.
Yeah, and I'm just cycling through some of these that you might like. This one is flipping between the two colors right there.
Oh, that's
now
fun.
It's flipping between the
So I can color
pastel.
flip.
You can color flip as well. So we have fading options, flip options on here. I'm going to take you back to that sparkle, which is just everybody's favorite.
I mean, look at this. I mean, look at how beautiful. And again, if you're getting in the 5-foot tree, Karen has 700 lights on the tree that is on its way to her house.
All the way on the smallest tree.
On the 5-foot tree.
Yeah.
Look at that beauty. So let's remind everyone, because what you have as your option for the Today Special Value, and I want to pop over here really quickly, and then Michelle, have you take us again and walk us through the setup too. We'll talk a little bit about that. But here's what you will decide. If you want the green.
I'm going to flip this off so you can see the green,
Okay.
maybe a little. Oh,
Where are we?
Okay, now we're still. Sorry about that.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
we were seeing
That's
it in
all
the
right.
studio there.
So let's show you what your choices are. And do we want to bring the lights up a little bit?
Maybe a
while
little
we do
bit.
that?
If you could bring the
let's do
lights
it.
up, sure.
Because we want you to, a couple things we want you to know. Yeah, we'll get that.
Okay.
Yeah, Taylor's on her way. That's okay. While we do that, let me talk about the Today Special Value, because we know a lot of people have been shopping with QVC for years. We've done Christmas in July for 36 years. There are a lot of people who discover us for the very first time, and particularly if you are thinking about the new Christmas tree that you need for your home.
There we
The
go.
reason you shop during Christmas in July And with our Christmas in July sale is not only are we bringing you the biggest and best and brightest tree, but we are bringing it to you at the best possible value. So the 5-foot tree is $399. It's a $79.80 easy pay. That would be a $608 tree comparably if you were shopping somewhere else. So $399, and you get to pay for it in installments. If you're choosing the 7-foot tree, that's $599. It would be a $908 tree if you were shopping comparably someplace else. So we've got it for you, and the easy pay is $119.80.